Hey everybody, welcome back to the Gulf Coast Grow Show. I'm your co-host, Zeke Smith. Jason is out this week, so we'll see him next time. We are here with one of our favorite repeat guests, Miss Dani Grant, Human Resources Manager at Mitsubishi Chemical Group, but not here to talk about Mitsubishi today.
Not today.
She is the chair of Dream It Do It Southeast Texas, and most importantly, chair of the ECMA golf tournament benefiting Dream It Do It, so helping out with that. Some of us knew maybe Petrochem Works golf tournament. We've had ECMA workforce development golf tournament. That is this cause we're going to talk about today. So Dani, thank you for being back with us again. Great to see you and Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Thank you for having me again. It's wonderful to be with you.
We love having you, so thanks again. For those that haven't seen your last episode, give a quick background on you and how you got involved with this wacky organization, Economic Alliance and Dream It Do It.
Okay, so I'll just go with the professional background for now.
Sure.
So we've been doing this golf tournament now. This 2025 would have been our 11th year.
Wow.
So I got started when I started with our previous company named Noltex, which is now Mitsubishi SoarnoL.
Right.
I was invited to join the workforce development group and started that. And we had our first tournament way back when at Eagle Point. So we've been doing this every year. Except for last year, and we'll discuss that a little more. We've had to pivot.
Sure.
But the ECMA started off as ECMA, and then it went to Petrochems, like you said, and now it's ECMA benefiting Dream It Do It Southeast Texas, and it's all workforce development related. So we're raising funds to promote scholarships at 5 different community colleges. It's essential. I say kids, but it's not just kids going to school now. It's people being reskilled. It's adults that are looking to make a career change. And this money is very important and can be a determining factor on whether they can complete their degrees or not. So when we hear those stories, it's pretty amazing to go through something like that and hear how much what we're doing actually impacts someone's life.
Absolutely. So what's the genesis of the tournament? Did people come up and say, hey, we want to raise some money for scholarships? Is it craft focus? Is it just getting students in the area to colleges? What brought this to life?
So we'll talk about that and how it's evolved a little bit. We saw the need in our industry to start with of the skilled trades, the P-Tech degrees, the I&E, our maintenance mechanics. So it started off with maybe about 5 different degree plans through Lee College and Sanjak. They're our OGs. They're the first ones that we worked with in the tournament.
And very involved in this, as we know.
Absolutely, right. 100%
we love both
involved.
Those schools.
We do. And it has slowly evolved when looking at industry and what the needs are there. We've been able to work with the schools to change the different degree plans and add degree plans on how the money is distributed through.
Okay.
So it's still skilled trades, but we've also now included maritime and logistics, and there's discussions with the schools on adding other types of degrees that benefit the plants. And our construction partners, our vendors and our partners in that. So we look at where is the need in our area, in our industry, and with our partner industries. And that's what we advocate with the schools. And we say, okay, we're going to add these different degree plans to these scholarships for these students to be eligible to get that money also.
And do you have any figures on how much we've raised throughout the years or close to for scholarships?
Around $2 million.
Wow. Okay. And do we have a goal this year of what we're trying to reach, just so everybody knows that?
So I know times are still a little tight.
Sure.
I would be happy if we walked away with $100,000. The most we've walked away with in one tournament was just over $200,000.
Okay.
And it's varied from there from year to year, just depending on economic status. This year, I would really love to do around $100,000 so that we can divide this money between our different partners where they find it beneficial to stay a partner with us in the tournament. And we're also helping out the students too.
Sure. How many golfers usually attend? What's the rough number of attendees?
It's varied again from year to year. We've done 2 full courses, but lately we've been filling one full course. So that's a team of 4 on each of the holes. I think
making you math. We're HR people. We're not mathers, but we get it. Yeah.
I literally changed my degree in college because of math. So,
no, it's all good. I think, that's good. Good to know that not a good thing, but it's good to know we're here talking about it. We need to get this thing some juice. We need to get some
We
people
do.
back out there. So what, for this year specifically, what are you looking for? Obviously, golfers, participants, anything else that people that listen, obviously lots of industry folks, at least
Right.
14 or 15 listeners of this thing, so if we can get their attention today. How do we do that? What are you looking for?
I would love people to come on and look at our different sponsorship levels.
Okay.
So in the past, I thought what we had were very affordable sponsorship levels, and we had some that were very high. We're talking $20,000, $30,000 sponsorship levels, and those were filled. Those companies have gotten the benefit of it.
Okay.
And we're seeing those kind of go away. So we have dropped some of our sponsorship prices, and we've also allowed more people to sponsor in different things.
Okay.
So there could be as much as a tent sponsor. So either a company or a vendor, someone can, I think it's $1,100. They get a tent on a hole. When they do that, they can bring out salespeople, they can
Sure.
pitch their services, and they get to meet people that are in their industry and in our industry, the owner plants, and get to talk to those crucial people. We could do a drink cart sponsor. So the course has people that drive around with a drink cart,
Sure.
and they're sponsoring that. So they get premium recognition on all of our signs. There are so many different levels that you could do anywhere from, I think our most expensive is 4 down to a team, I believe, is $1,500.
Okay.
That's what we need the help in, and from both sides. On top of that, we have an executive session. So it's kind of like speed dating. This is going to be our 3rd year.
I'm glad you brought
on
this up because I
this.
think there's some things about this tournament, having been involved with myself, volunteer a couple times. I drove around some dignitaries, some non-golf playing dignitaries, just to meet and greet, which was super fun.
Right.
But from my perspective, and I know you'll go into this in more detail, this golf tournament offers some access to folks that are extremely hard to access in normal day-to-day
Absolutely.
business. So that session you brought up, I love that. And I think there was some other, some of the sponsorships I've seen where you can, they invite a plant leader to play with your group or whatever. It's done some of those things in the past. I want to make sure we highlight the fact that this golf tournament is unique in that regard. And so please, let's spend some time on that executive session, which
Sure.
I've seen up front, up close and personal, and I think was awesome and excellent. So please talk about that a little bit more. Yeah.
So our executive session takes place the same day. So
Right.
we're not asking people to go somewhere else. And again, it's kind of like speed dating for the owner companies and any type of service industry. And we're not talking just, you have an HR manager coming out. You have someone from the owner side that has decision-making
Yeah.
authority. They do about 10 to 15-minute sessions with the vendors that sign up. And last year was our 2nd year. This will be our 3rd year. I believe we had 9 different owner companies last year, and it was successful. So it gives our vendor companies an opportunity to sit down and discuss options of coming into a plant where they may not have had any type of access like that before. And the owner company didn't know that vendor provided that type of service.
Exists sometimes, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, for
So
sure.
it gets those two people together to at least get those conversations started. It's essential. I mean, so this tournament not only does something like that, it benefits the students, it benefits the owner sides, it benefits the vendor sides, and the colleges. We also do some with CMEF. So
Right.
we're encompassing all of this in one tournament, where other tournaments are great. They're raising funds, but I think where ours differs is we're putting people together that may have never had the opportunity to be together, and we're showcasing the students. The students are physically there saying, hey, if it weren't
Yep.
for this scholarship, I may not have ever been able to finish my degree or start it. So it kind of is unique in that fact that I don't know of any other
There's not.
ones. Yeah,
Providing all of those benefits.
right.
You're doing a good cause. You may get some sales out of it. And you mentioned what I remember about last year, the year before, all the folks from the executive session. And by the way, these are not little old Zeke Smith type people. These are mostly folks you see at the economic forum or whatever, being on the stage, plant
Right.
manager panels, things like that. These are very established, successful folks. influential for sure. But when they're done with the executive session, they're hopping in golf carts and driving around a lot of those whole sponsors, talking to the tents. I remember that. They all came around the last couple of years and they're talking, introducing, grabbing a beverage or whatever. So just to me, a very unique but exclusive level of access for folks if you're looking to do business in this region, but also given to a great cause. So for me to hear that, we've gone down a little bit is crazy because there's no other tournament that offers the things that we're offering here.
Right. There's not. And I mean, we have a very good core group of dedicated companies that sponsor every year. So trying to get this out to the others is essential, but also understanding being in the business, the economic part of it right now. So that we were scheduled for October of 2025, and where we were about 2 months out from the tournament, we wouldn't have been able to give anything back to the schools or CMEF. So we had to make that hard call, that hard decision to postpone it to June of this year. So we're hoping new fiscal year. Yeah. For a lot of the companies, we're hoping they put us in their budgets and they'll be able to sponsor and be a part of this tournament and actually sit down and talk with people to see that it's working. That's another thing I love about this is being able to showcase the students from the schools that get the scholarships. We're not just picking students there. We're picking the ones that get our scholarships and they're talking to the owner companies and our vendor partners and saying this money is essential. And they see a person, they meet that person, and they see what the value of participating in this tournament is.
Great. And I hope this helps this venue, right? This is kind of an extension of the Economic Alliance and helping to get these messages out because workforce development is a pillar of this organization and we want to continue to promote that.
Absolutely.
You talked about sponsors. What else? How else can people get involved? Is there a need on some of the committee to volunteer? Do you need some of those, some good strong backs to help you guys get rolling? Need some promo? Yeah. What do we need here?
So real quick, I do want to go over our committee first. So
let's do it.
I've got my list and I'm going to cheat because there's so many I wanted to make sure. So I wanted the colleges right now that we're involved with. Not only do they receive the money for scholarships, they put the sweat equity into our committee and make this tournament what it is.
Got it.
So again, we'll go with our OGs. We have Sanjak, and we have Lee, and then we have Galveston College, Alvin, and HCC.
Okay.
All essential partners in this, and they have multiple employees on the committee.
Those are the power players in the community college world here.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah. And then company-wise, of course, we have Mitsubishi, SoarnoL division, Dow, Aries Buildings, Coastal Ice, Economic Alliance, Houston Port Region, the Health and Safety Council, ECMA, and Dream It, Do It, Southeast Texas. So we have a good variety of owner companies, colleges, and other support companies and organizations that see the value in this also.
Sure.
Ways to help. Yes, we could always use more volunteers. There's the initial work up front and then the day of. The day of can be chaotic, but in a good way.
Sure.
Registration in the morning, there's a couple hundred people trying to get through this line quickly. So we've got that down to a science and we know we know how to move them through and direct them onto the breakfast, getting everybody's carts. So there's a lot going on beforehand and the day of. So if anyone is interested in volunteering, we would gladly accept more volunteers.
Awesome.
So there's enough people, but we can always use more.
Sure.
Yeah.
I have volunteered. I got a lot out of the day. Again, I got to drive around some of the plant leaders to different holes and meet up with groups. And it was just fun to have some conversations. I wasn't looking to do any business, just looking to network and help out. And it was a heck of a lot of fun. Great day. And any day on a golf course is a pretty good day. Okay. So details. Let's talk about it this year. Where is it? What course this year is hosting it? And then date and time and all that good stuff.
Sure. So it will be at Wildcat Golf Course again.
Everybody knows Wildcat.
Yep. They've been our partner for many years now.
Yeah.
The tournament is on Wednesday, June 10th.
Okay.
And
before it gets too hot, which is good.
Yeah.
It's gonna be warm, but it's not July.
We will have plenty of refreshing beverages. We will be doing registration starting at 7 a.m. and I believe our tee time starts at 8:15. So between registration and the 8:15, we will have, a couple speeches. We'll welcome everybody. We have San Jacinto Community College's choir come out and they usually do
National anthem.
the national anthem.
Awesome.
So then we'll have probably myself and Mary Jane, who's the president of ECMA,
Yeah.
do a little speech. Again, welcome everyone, and we'll get everybody off for golf. After the golf, we do a lunch, and we also, another way that people can participate is they can donate an item for our door prizes.
Okay.
So at Noltex and as Noltex and now Mitsubishi, we've donated a fishing trip every year.
Awesome.
So Galveston Bay fishing trip for 4 items like that companies want to donate. If they can't make it to the golf tournament, great, but they can always donate, and we make sure
It's
that
recognition.
everyone knows,
Yeah, of course.
that came from them. So that's another big draw is Alicia Harris with Sanjak does a lot of work on our door prizes. And then during lunch, we call names. We also have awards that are made physically by the students at HCC.
Awesome.
And we'll do, the top teams, longest drive, things like that. And we'll do that during the lunch also.
That's fantastic. And that executive session goes on right when the golfers take off. It's that morning, right?
9:30 in the
Okay.
morning on the day of the event. Yes.
Okay.
And it's
So if
in
you're
the
gonna-
same area where everyone eats breakfast. So again,
Right.
we're not telling you to go somewhere else. It's literally right there.
So if you're wanting to play, bring 5 people. Bring your golf foursome and bring somebody to go participate in the
Yes.
executive session if
Yeah.
you want to participate. Because that's, again, I've seen it up front. It is a great event. Okay. How do they register? Where do they go? Well, obviously, Mandy will tag this in the post and get to the registration site, but we want to shout it out to them.
Yeah. So
Your cheat notes. It's okay.
no, I didn't even write that down, and that was my bad.
How can we find it?
You
Through
can,
ECMA's website?
yeah, through ECMA's website, through Dream It, Do It, and you can Google the ECMA Golf Tournament 2026, and it will bring it right up. I apologize for
No, you're fine. And that's, I didn't.
I had
didn't-
so much
didn't give
other
you any planning.
information and did
And for anybody who's been
not
under a
bring that
rock and doesn't know what ECMA is, East Harris County Manufacturers Association, Mary Jane Mudd is the president. She was a former guest. We just had her on recently, end of last year. She's fantastic. So, again, we will post the registration link on our post on for this episode. So that's going to be helpful. We bail you out there, but
Thanks.
the ECMA website, Economic Alliance, you can find it. We can click around. So we'll
Yeah,
make
the
sure we
schools
publish it.
are also scrolling
There
it
you go.
on their screens throughout their facilities.
Awesome.
It's being sent out in the ECMA newsletter. Dream It, Do It Southeast Texas has sent out information. I've sent information out to the HR Ship Channel group to have it passed along that way also. So
Shout out to the pilots too. Pilots need to share this out. We're helping maritime folks. And you said Wildcat, so shout out to Nick, the GM of
Yes.
Wildcat.
We love
Viscardi.
Nick.
He's an awesome
it's a
guy.
great partner.
Yep, he is a fantastic guy. So I'll send this episode to him because I know he's not on LinkedIn. He's running the golf course, but he's a great dude. So happy to have them as a partner once again. Okay, so what else what other benefits can we share about the event? It's a charitable organization, right? So
It
it's
is, yes.
You can write off your donations if you need to do that. We need some more organization. We need some more sponsors. We obviously need players because that's money as well.
Absolutely.
And if you can do none of that, a door prize, a hunting trip, if your company has some kind of lease or ranch, the fishing trip is my favorite. I love that. Even items, right? You can donate.
Items, yes. You
fishing
can donate
poles,
items,
rod and reels.
anything.
Okay. We'll take it.
There's nothing we will not take. So, again, we're charitable. We're trying to drive those funds for the scholarships. So anything that anyone can give us, it's a door prize. It's a taxable write-off for them.
Yep.
And then it's more door prize tickets that we can sell at the event or prior to the event.
And the beneficiary organization is called Dream It, Do It.
Correct. So the reason why there was a change there is ECMA is not a charitable organization. So the money goes through Dream It, Do It Southeast Texas, which is a charitable organization, and it's a workforce-driven charitable organization. So there were questions about that before. Why is it no longer just that? That's why we had to make sure that we were doing a charitable organization.
Sure, got to get the money back.
Right.
And quickly as we wrap up, anybody that doesn't know anything about Dream It, Do It, can we talk about that organization
Sure.
really quick?
So I just our mission. I'm going to cheat.
See,
So.
no, you came prepared. I love it.
Dream It, Do It Southeast Texas is an amazing organization that goes into schools. So elementary, middle school, and junior high, or junior high and high school to talk to students about opportunities in our industry. Our mission is to facilitate communication and action to build a skilled workforce in Southeast Texas region. We strive to be the regional answer to the national problem of skilled workforce shortage by engaging students as key points in their career decision-making process. When we were in school, we didn't think about a career. Now, by 8th grade, and in 8th grade, they have to choose their educational path for high school. Well, it was unheard of. I mean, until you got to college. So we go in and we talk to students at numerous ages so we can help them make that educated decision on their career path, their school educational path, and then most likely and hopefully end up in our industry in some capacity.
Right. Paid for with a scholarship from this golf tournament.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah.
I love it. Okay. Well, Dani, this was awesome. Thank you. I tell everybody that the organizations that she rattled off here, when you see this episode, please share it on your organizational LinkedIn pages, web pages. Get this news out. We've got time. It's early in 2026. This tournament's in June, but it will be upon us before we know it. And so we don't want to wait to the last minute to try to raise these funds. We're going to do this thing in June. So I certainly, you have my word, and this group will do our part, try to get the word out there, and I'll be there for sure if I can, because it's a wonderful event. So please pay this forward, share it to anybody you know may be interested. It is a fantastic cause. We talk about workforce development and craft shortage in this industry all the time. Mm-hmm. These folks are on the ground trying to address those issues and trying to help kids that maybe college isn't the path right away. Maybe it is. We're trying to get them to the next level and hopefully bring them back to our wonderful industry that we love so much. So, Dream It, Do It website, ECMA website. Obviously, you can work through Economic Alliance. Dani's pretty active on LinkedIn, as am I. So message us. We can get you connected. No problem. We're happy to receive those messages. But thank you again, Dani, for being here and being a great repeat guest. So one of our favorites. Appreciate you.
Thank you for having me.
Of course.
And thank you for everyone that has sponsored already and is considering.
For sure.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, we hope we got you over the hump here on trying to sponsor.
Yeah,
so
thank you.
Guys, thanks again for listening. We appreciate Dani. Great guest, and we will see you all again next time.